Morning guys, lovely morning this morning, bit frosty. Come back to have another look at this Honda Civic this morning. Finally got it home yesterday, got tyres pumped up on it. Some of them are flat again this morning. Did manage to eventually get the bonnet open. Bonnet was really stuck. Managed to get that open eventually. It's a right mess under the bonnet, as you can imagine. It's been sat for God knows how many years. Literally stuff everywhere. There's like squirrel nuts down here. There's been something living under here. But did put a battery on it last night, and it did fire up. So I've got some fresh fuel, some V-Power. I thought I'd treat it to some V-Power. Got some V-Power there to go in it this morning, and I'm going to pop and get a battery because the battery's knackered on it. My jump pack I think is slowly dying, so that's not much help either. That's the side that was cleaned. That looks pretty good, but it does all want a good clean. You see that tyre's gone completely flat. But yeah, we've had a bit of a hard frost overnight, so even the inside, because it's got so much condensation inside, even the inside has gone a bit icy this morning, so that's a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, I'll get it dried out at some point today, and that should stop that happening. I'm going to order something offline to give the interior a good clean, because I haven't really got anything. I'm not a valeter, so I haven't got much interior cleaning stuff, but I'm going to give it a quick wash down this morning, and just get some of this off from under the bonnet, but at least make it look a bit better, and we'll see where we're at. I'll go over it then and oil up a load of these bolts. I did obviously check, it's got going to do now is I'm going to take this off. Like I say, I've left it unbolted just because my intention was to refurbish this, because under the bay, to be fair, other than that rocker cover, it is relatively tidy. Bits of rust down on the chassis legs and stuff, it's only surface, but the actual components and everything under here are all in good nick. So I'm going to refurbish that rocker cover. I'm going to put some AN fittings on it, ready for catch tank system for when I boost this thing, and yeah, I can move forward from there. So I'll take a little video of me refurbishing the rocker cover. It looks a bit of a mess, but these things do refurbish really nice. I'm going to do it in wrinkle finish black, so it'll look pretty OEM, because they have got, from factory, they've got a bit of a wrinkle finish on them, because it's just all come off over time, but that'll tidy it up and it will look much better. And yeah, hopefully now it's running okay, I can get the old girl warm, because it's been sat now for a few days without starting or anything like that. So yeah, it'll be nice to be able to fire it up and leave it run for a little bit. I'm going to go tomorrow and get some antifreeze for it, get some antifreeze in it, and yeah, that'll help. I'm going to go ahead and take this rocker cover off. Like I say, I am going to refurbish it, so pull all these plug leads off as a start. I have had this off obviously to check the timing, so everything else is undone on it. I did give it all a good hoover out, but that will lift straight off there. It's nice to see actually that inside here all this is really nice and really tidy, so yeah, it's nice to see. So there you go, that's the AM fittings welded onto the rocker cover. One, two. I think what I'm going to do is maybe take this rocker cover home with me tonight, so that I can give it all a good clean down, and mask. I like to mask all these, the VTEC and the Honda, I like to mask it all off, and before I paint the rest of it, and yeah, it'll make for a really nice rocker cover. Right, so there we have it. Using just a few of these wire wheel bits in the end of my drill, we've now got one clean rocker cover which has got the AM fittings welded onto it, and that's ready for me to take home now. And paint I'm going to use, so this is what I use to paint it with, VHT Wrinkle Plus. It's exactly what it says, very high temperature wrinkle paint, and it will give this rocker cover a very OEM look. Right, so I've got all this cleaned down. I gave it a quick wash down with just some fairy liquid in the sink, just to get any oil or residue off it. Masked these off, just so I don't have to worry about cleaning the threads. I did start to mask all this off, but didn't really have a sharp enough knife here, being honest, so I gave up on it. So they'll still be silver, but what I'll do is I'm going to paint them, and then I'll clean the paint off just with a little grinding tool at work, so that won't be difficult to do. Just make sure it's dry. So I'm going to put the first coat on now, relatively light, and let that dry, and then I'm going to put a heavier coat on, and then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this into the house and put it in the oven. I've used this paint quite a few times, and I've tried quite a few different ways of making it go off, and nothing works quite like the oven. I've tried hair dryers, I've tried blow torches, I've tried putting it in a cardboard box with a hair dryer. I've tried everything, you name it, I've tried it. Nothing works quite like baking it in the oven. You get a more consistent temperature, which gives a more consistent wrinkle across it. It does just work a lot better, and you don't even need it in the oven for very long either. Literally 2 or 3 minutes in the oven of consistent, decent heat, and it wrinkles, dries, and then you can just leave it overnight then to sort itself out. So right, I've been and got a new can of this today. I gave up on the old can yesterday. It probably sprayed a tiny little bit, and then decided it just didn't want any more. Possibly my own fault, because after reading the instructions on this for storage, it does say after every use turn the can upside down and just run it until nothing comes out. So probably my own fault, to be honest. I think I just stored it wrong. Didn't turn it upside down last time, so paint and everything's just got in the nozzle and set solid. This stuff is quite thick, so as much as I cleaned the actual end piece, I think it must get stuck in the tube coming up if you don't clear it out before use. So I went and got a new can of this today from Demon Tweaks. 13 quid from there, which is really cheap really for this, because it's good stuff. I know a few other companies make this wrinkle paint, but this one is by far the best I've used. It's really good. So I'm going to now put the first I'm going to put the first layer on the rocker cover, and yeah, I'm just going to put a thin layer on to start with, and then I'm going to go in, turn the oven on, because that's where I'm going to bake this thing, and then I'll come out and put a thicker cover on, and a thicker layer on, and yeah, let's see how it goes. But let's get a little bit on it, and hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. And it does come out quite, it covers so well. I don't really want this to start wrinkling yet, which, because it's quite cold in here, it shouldn't really wrinkle. This should. I know I said I was only going to put a light covering on, but like I say, this stuff, it covers so well. It takes no effort really to spray something like this. God, I know I said thin covering, but I've absolutely plastered that on, haven't I? But it's going to be fine. Spin it around. Can get both sides. I love these rocker covers when they're fresh. I think they're such a They're such a good looking engine cover. I've ordered today some anodised fittings for screwing it back on with. Again, it's not to everybody's taste, the anodised fittings, but I am a bit of a tart when it comes to things looking nice, and I always think the coloured bits for these B series rocker covers, I always think they look really well. So yeah, I've ordered that today, hopefully just off of eBay, and hopefully it'll come tomorrow. That's looking really good, really good. You can see it's covered so well, but you can see that's quite shiny now, so it won't dry like that. It won't dry like a gloss finish. It will all wrinkle up, but like I said, it won't really do that in this temperature. So I'm going to run inside now. I'm going to switch the oven on and let that heat up, and then we'll get this in the oven to bake. Right, so I've got the oven on. It's warming up in there. So this is looking, it's pretty good, but like I said, it's pretty shiny. Want a bit more on each end, starting to dry a little bit, so I'm going to try chuck a little bit more on the ends now, and plaster it on a little bit this time, because it does wrinkle up better if it's on quite thick. Really gonna try and get it on there now. And then I'll move it inside quite quickly and plonk it in the oven. Getting paint everywhere here. Turn this around. Looks great. What we're going to do, make sure got plenty on there. Don't want it to run though. Like I say, it goes on so well, this paint. And there we go. You can see. Actually looks quite nice, glossy, but it won't stay that way. Looks really good. Let's go get it in the oven. Flat out in the oven. Starting to wrinkle up right now over on that back edge. It's not the camera too much, but you can see it's starting to wrinkle. As it gets hotter, it will keep wrinkling. There we go. See, already taking shape. It's only been in there a couple of minutes. really take long. Let's spin it round. Get the other end in there. It's looking great. There it is. Left it to dry overnight. Came out really well. It has wrinkled in some places a little bit more than others, but I'm happy with it. The finish on it's really good. Tidied up that engine bay no end. So I'm just waiting. I'm hoping the postman's going to come now, because I've ordered some new washers for here. I've ordered red ones just because I do like the look of these engines with some anodized parts on. I think they look really good. So, and they'll go with my fittings that obviously I'll put on here. And as I turbo this over time, it will get a few anodized posh parts on it, which will be nice. You know, car's going to be a bit of a sleeper really. So yeah, looking forward to getting that on and getting the new washers on there. I just don't know yet whether I'm going to clean these off to make them silver again, or whether I should leave them black, but I'll make a decision on that. And then I don't know as well, I've got two covers for here. I've got a silver one, which would have been the original, and I've also got an aluminium anodized black one, which I bought for one of my other projects. So I'll try the pair of them on there, see which one works best, and go from there really. But overall I'm happy with that. Hopefully today I can get the gasket and everything back on it, and if these bolts turn up, then I can get the thing running again, get her warm. She's hard freeze overnight, so she's a little bit frosty, but yeah, just be nice to get it up and running again. I'm also on the hunt. I'm trying to find someone who can sell me a stainless steel manifold flange. If I'd steel ones, but don't want a steel one. If I'm going to make a stainless steel manifold for the turbo, I want to make it all stainless steel. I don't want to put a steel flange with stainless steel material, so I'm on the hunt for a stainless steel one of them. Don't really want to get a custom one cut, because that's going to cost me more. Surely someone has got one off the shelf that they can sell me, and I can start making a manifold then. I am going to strip all the aircon off of it. Aircon rad's in a bit of a mess, to be honest, and I never really use aircon. I've got windows and I've got a sunroof. I don't really use aircon, so again, to make more room for the turbo, I am going to strip all the aircon rad and stuff off it, and that'll help me get that aircon pump off it. I've just been now and ordered 2 new auxiliary belts, because they were a bit tired. So I've just been and ordered them. They're going to come tomorrow. So yeah, slowly but surely she's coming together. Right, I've got the rocker cover sat in place today. Looks really good. Really happy with it. I cleaned the I cleaned all the writing off because this was all just black, so I cleaned this off. I think it looks better in silver, it's how it would have been from factory. I cleaned this plug cover up as well, and sat that on there. Looks really nice. I think that looks really fresh. I like it. Now I am a little bit disappointed today because I did buy I bought these this kit, which I am as much as I've gone for original with this lot, I am a fan of some nice bits on these B series engines. So I bought this kit, but it's come today and it's clearly the wrong kit. There should only be 4 of them, and there should be 4 of them, but it's just all wrong. It just isn't going to fit. So I've contacted the place I've got it off, and I'm hoping they can send me a replacement because I'm keen to get this all bolted down. I've also ordered some AN8 blanking plugs for on there as well, just for the time being, just until I make up my catch tank kit, just to blank it off for now. So I've also started today. I've started to take all this aircon off. I don't want this on there. It'll give me more room for the turbo, and it's just all in the way. I never really use aircon, so I'm going to take all that off. I've started to unbolt it today, but there's just a few bits and bobs that I need to get to, and I've got a car on the ramp at the moment, so I couldn't be bothered doing it out here in the cold. So I'm going to just put hold to that for now, get the 205 off the ramp, and then I'll get this in and get that all stripped off, and I can start stripping it all off and getting ready then to make up the turbo for it. It's yeah, it's quite exciting. It's going to look really nice. That looks really fresh now, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, for now that's it. That's how she's going to sit for now until I can do a little bit more.